Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamecast, episode 601. I almost said 501. I don't know why, but welcome to this episode, guys. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's that?
Corey Feinsod.
Ahoy.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers. We just did the movie cast. You can go check that feed out if you want to rewatch that. It's on Twitch already. You can always rewatch those right away. Tuesday nights, we stream at 8 o'clock. We're on here right now streaming again. Feel free to type questions. We can monitor the chat. We'd like to answer them on the air. Hope everybody enjoyed episode 600. I know I've seen a couple of you guys checking out our Turtles playthrough from our 600 episode that we played through the hardest difficulty together, and we streamed it. We didn't have any mics, and I apologize for that not working. We will get down to that next time and really work on things. But it is the full playthrough of the game, so check it out. You can see us all play through and beat the game. But anyways, welcome to the Gamecast. I unfortunately have not played too much. I'm kind of in a lull after. I do this all the time. Like I'm very patterned with my gaming. So if I have to play a game that's like so many hours involved, like I'm really into it and I play a ton of hours, like Elden Ring was. When I finish it, I kind of have that like lull where I just kind of tinker with games and I don't play too much of them, and then I'll get back into something. You know what I mean? Unless I get ruined from gaming, which has happened obviously a couple times where it's a long lull. But so for me, I didn't really get to play much this week. I do want to get Mario Golf still. I keep looking for good prices on that. There was Pro Day from GameStop, and I was like, maybe they have that on sale. And they didn't. They didn't, unfortunately. It's interesting. Gonna play Turtles more on Xbox. That's about it for me. Mike, what have you been playing, though? Let's kick off with you.
Well, I did play a little more Turtles, especially on Xbox, where you can get a party pretty easily, get that 6-player action, do some of the secondary objectives, and just go through again. It's pretty fun. It's fun. You saw us play it, or you can still see us play it, and we had a good time. There's a little more depth to it than a typical beat 'em up, which is good. And it's just fun. So I went through there, although they did do a patch, but there still is a lot of times where things just go haywire when you're playing with 6 people online.
I've heard that. We didn't have any problems, really, but we were locally. So
yeah, we were local. A couple things. One time we started a level, we were all invisible. Never were visible again. One time, a boss ran off the screen, never to return.
Yeah.
And one time we beat a level and we're just sitting there forever. So there's a few things. So it needs a little bit of work, but I guess it's to be expected. Lots of things don't let you do 6-player co-op or a mix of local and co-op like this one does. So
yeah.
Hopefully they iron those out. My only issues with the game is that I just wish there was a little more of it, but that's a good sign. But I played more of that. I also went ahead and got Sonic Origins, so I've been doing that as well.
Really? All right, how's that?
Yeah. Well, so Sonic Origins, it's interesting because I guess Zen this week will report on the one of the devs is all pissed off about it, but the game itself is good. Maybe a little overpriced for what it offers, and I don't like sort of weird scales to the premium content that they made. I just got the standard edition. We'll see if I care enough to add anything on, but the games are accurately recreated for a big widescreen. They look great. You have Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which you haven't had for a while. And part of the reason why is you get the shitty prototype music, and we do get the shitty prototype music for like the 4th, 5th, and 6th level of Sonic 3. And we still don't know exactly why. Obviously, those are the ones that are heavily rumored, almost confirmed completely now, that Michael Jackson and his team worked on, and that's in there. But still, as far as licensing or legally why, because he wasn't credited Michael Jackson. So I still don't understand why legally they can't use those tracks at this point. But they don't. And so we got
they don't have the rights to them. It's all about licensing.
I guess it's very confusing, and they won't they won't like spell out exactly what the situation is.
It's probably because the estate from Michael Jackson would want money at this point, is my assumption. Because when they made the rights back in Sonic 2 and whatever, I doubt they had the foresight that they would have to ever renegotiate rights for these songs. I mean, that's exactly why, like, Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City and all this stuff, like, they have the option to turn the music radio to generic crap because they can't, they can't say
The only thing that complicates this is he's not credited at all. So I don't know. And it's just a whole level of mysteriousness to it. But other than that, it's pretty good. They retroactively allow you to do the super spin dash or whatever it's called in the first game, which is not there, to hopefully make it more palatable. And the coins are a thing in this game. Coins are in anniversary mode, which is basically the way you're going to play this. It's because if you play it the old school way, you're stuck on the old aspect ratio, which is no fun. You can just do that in any other package that you've had before. But in anniversary mode, you don't have lives. You have coins instead of lives, where basically you beat a level or you do certain things, you'll get some coins, and you can use them in-game to get retries, basically, for trying to get emeralds, which is pretty great for me, because part of the reason why I got this was I wanted to try to play through Sonic 3 and Knuckles and actually get, the hyper emeralds, which I've never done, obviously, as a kid, because I was not good enough at blue spheres. And I already got 7 on the Sonic 3 section. I did do a few retries, but it's good. As far as other content, they have these mission modes, which is actually more substantial than I expected. Little, 45-second to 1 minute, specific objectives, where it's almost like new little mini levels that they have you go through based on the zones or each level. There's 20 for each game. So that's more than I expected, honestly. And there's also a boss rush, which is okay. Apparently, on one of those premium things where you have to pay even more, though, there's harder missions, and I don't know if that's going to be worth it for anyone. I would probably say no. They're very short, but overall, it's pretty good. So I'm happy with it as a Sonic fan, but
I'm surprised
I don't know if it needs...
everybody's butchering it online.
I've seen both, really.
I haven't seen anything positive about it. I literally saw somebody post a comparison video of I forget what stage it was, but it's this is what happens in the original game, and it's Sonic gets bumped off of a jump or whatever, and he's supposed to just be scared, just shy of these spikes, but in the new version you just
die.
you just hit him. And they're like, what is this? And even the one developer is this is not what we handed in, so we don't know what happened.
The only bug that I've encountered so far, although I do think the second, the shield abilities, sometimes they're not responsive for some reason when you have a shield in Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles. The only other bug, though, I just was an animation, the sprites that come down when something gets dug and stuff is falling. It just kept doing that infinitely afterwards. That was the only real bug I've seen so far. But maybe there's some physics things in there. I'm not really noticing it so far, though.
Okay. All right. Tony, what have you been playing?
Let's see. What have I been doing? Only new thing of note is I tried the Fire Emblem Three Houses, Three Hopes, whatever, the new Muso game. It's a Muso game with the Fire Emblem paint coat, which is fine. There's more RPG things to do, talk to your army and stuff like that, build the relationships up and whatnot. Things seem snappier where you have characters come with you to battle and you can assign them to go to different areas and stuff like that, and it doesn't take them 10 minutes to get there and do something. So that's good. But at the end of the day, it's just like another hack and slash, and I'm just like, for full price, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
Plus, like, I feel like Age of Calamity was only like a year and something ago, and my tolerance for Muso games is just not that quick. So, not that it's a bad game. It's not something I want to play right now. It's just I'm looking so forward to Xenoblade Chronicles like nothing else is.
Yeah.
How much variety can you actually have in a Muso game? It's like
exactly.
I get it. It like scratches the itch for like your favorite characters kind of thing, but it's like the facade of it wears off pretty quick once that goes
right.
through.
And that's the thing. It's like I'm in the mood for a Muso every 2-3 years maybe, and maybe by the end of the year if I see it on 50% off or something, I'll pick it up.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Nah.
All right, Corey.
Well, I have been distracted and have not been able to get back to Xenoblade because I've kind of got addicted to Roguebook, which is essentially.
What are you doing, Corey? What are
I
you doing?
I know.
You have a month.
I'm going to beat it though. I will be doing that before Xenoblade 3. But I know I'm pulling a Jim here because I keep getting distracted on things. But no, Roguebook is what I've been playing most recently. It's essentially a deck building game, but it's got it's based off of another game, Feria or something. I was trying to remember. But this is like a roguelite, so you just do a run. So basically, you're picking 2 heroes, and each hero has a specific deck that you can curate, and you have a hex map that it's kind of got a fog of war. So you're unraveling, you're exploring, and you're unveiling this map as you go, and you're finding more cards that you can draft into your deck. And so you're getting these 2 heroes, and you're trying to find synergies between the 2 heroes with the decks, and then you just go out and battle the bad guys, and you're running through basically 3 levels.
Is it a board game?
It's a computer game, but it's a board. It's essentially a deck builder.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's on Steam. And so you're getting the 2 heroes, you get the decks, and you're clearing this map as you go, and you want to try to get as much, build your deck as much as possible and find the synergies and things. So I've been kind of addicted to that aspect of getting the best decks I can and clearing each level and just doing different runs. And once you beat the game, then you have modifiers that you can add into it to make it more difficult. But I've really just stuck with 2 characters. I found 2 characters that work really well together. I had was one run where these decks were just it was just perfect. One character has this whole thing where he can do things when you draw cards, and the other character was getting all these cards that just kept drawing cards. So I was just never getting hit. I was healing everything I was getting hit from. I was blocking everything because every time I was drawing a card, I was getting defense. It was just the perfect run, and I was so upset that I beat the game with it because I was I want to keep playing with this deck. But so that's what I've been playing. It's called Roguebook. It's very much like Slay the Spire. It's but it's more of a it's more of there's more exploration there, and you got 2 heroes, and synergies and stuff. So that's basically what I'm doing. But like I said, I know I have a deadline, and I will be accomplishing.
I will.
Because definitely need to. I can't start Xenoblade 3 until I.
No, I won't let you. I just won't do it now. Oh, I forgot to mention one other thing I did pick up again was Fall Guys. Since that launched,
free to play.
Free to play now.
Other platforms free to play. If you bought the game, you get legacy stuff, extra bonuses, stuff like that. If you bought it,
check it.
Yep. So I was playing that with some Final Fantasy guildies. And I was like, oh god, I haven't played this since it first came out, and I wound up winning my second match. I was like, oh, still got it, and stuff like that. But they've added a ton of stuff to the game, which makes me excited because it was really fun, but it just there's a lot of issues at launch because it was indie devs and stuff like that, which is to be expected. Stuff like that. But,
and they definitely were overwhelmed with the pandemic. People were just home. What are you gonna do?
They didn't expect success, so I'm not knocking them or anything like that. But they worked out of the bugs. On Steam, you can actually see people's names, not just.
I remember that,
because people were hacking it and stuff like that. But it's fun. New maps, new game modes, all that kind of stuff. So it's
cool.
It's fun. I would definitely recommend it for free. It is the absolute right price for free.
I haven't ever
it.
tried it out, so probably should dive in now and give it a shot. So,
Yeah, and I mean, have Arya play. It's simple. It's jump and cling on to stuff or grab stuff. That's it.
Yeah. Cool. All right, let's move into some news. Hang on, let me get the news open on my phone. I have the movie news open. Okay, there's been just a couple things. We had the mini direct, which we'll talk about in just a minute. I had to put on the news about, this is just obviously chip shortage. Obviously chip shortage. I just had to put it on here. The Xbox has outsold PS5 in Japan for the second month in a row. I mean, the thing for me that is more shocking is the allocation of PS5s is clearly in North America more than Japan.
Yeah, but I mean, this is what I've been saying for a couple of years now, where Sony doesn't prioritize Japan anymore. They don't view it as their home territory. I mean, they moved their office to, I think it's Europe.
It's crazy.
Europe or California, one of the two. I just forget off the top of my head. But and they gutted all their Sony Japanese studios. They don't have those anymore.
It's insane. Is it because the gaming market has just gone mobile there like crazy?
I mean, that's a part of it, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it doesn't fit with their what do I want to say? What the company wants to do. They want to make AAA, Uncharted. They want to make Last of Us. They want to make Ghost of Tsushima. They want to make Horizon and stuff like that. Their Japanese studios made critically acclaimed titles like Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, Gravity Rush, stuff like that, but never translated to 10 million plus sellers like those other titles I just mentioned it. So it's unfortunate that, I think Gran Turismo was the only one left that, out of any of the Japanese studios. So it's sad, it's unfortunate, but that's what they want to chase, So they don't want to compete. Like they tried everybody loves golf, right? Everybody loves tennis. They don't have that anymore. Gravity Rush, nope. Nothing else. They seem unwilling to do another Bloodborne, even though you just look at Elden Ring and it sold 20 million copies.
Oh my god, it makes so much money.
But that's gotta remake Last of Us, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
and release the Uncharted collection because
it's
whatever it's called, thieves something.
And they just don't care, and it's even though I don't have that much of a bias on it. It's just sad. It's so sad because they're literally just gifting the country of Japan to Nintendo. Nintendo absolutely doesn't even need to try anymore. Just all right, we win. Yep, here's Mario, here's Zelda, here's Splatoon, whatever. They just get everything.
They released 3,035 units last month in the country.
It's so fucking pathetic.
Yeah,
it's
Microsoft sold.
Sad.
Yeah, Microsoft sold 3272, but I guarantee you they had more than that on the shelves because it's Xbox and it's just not going to sell as well in Japan. Because PS5 sold through their stock. That's all they had on the shelves in Japan is 3,035 units. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. If they allocated more units, they clearly would outsell. But like you said, it's crazy how the trends have changed. Their marketing it's just changed. Like you said, Nintendo just releases what they want, and and I do believe the mobile gaming arena has really just taken over there. And cell phones are huge anyways in Japan already. So it's because everybody has more. There were more cell phones before. They got rid of house phones before most countries did because of the mobile network there. So they've had that entrenched, and now the gaming is getting bigger in mobile. I feel like that's what's taking over mostly in there. I really do. But
I'm not denying that is a portion of it, but you can't. If you look at titles like I just said, like Mario, Zelda, Splatoon. Splatoon's a new IP. You can't even blame it on a legacy thing. Japanese people have varied tastes and varied preferences and stuff like that. And for Sony releasing 4 systems there, 4 home systems and two portable systems, they never were able to figure it out.
Yeah. So all right.
PSP did really well in Japan. But
no, the PSP
the Vita
did well. The Vita did well. I'm talking specifically about catering and cultivating new franchises, IPs. Like, because right now their strategy is like the strategy up to this point has been like, okay, Square Enix, we're going to give you money so we can release Final Fantasy exclusively on PlayStation, and that even goes today with Final Fantasy 16. Mm-hmm. And we're going to get this in the news. They go to Atlus and say, hey, here's some money, Persona, exclusive on the system for a couple of years. That's all they do. Like, that is literally the only thing they do. But guess what? At some point, that number doesn't work out anymore because it's like, well, wait, you want us to put it on the PlayStation that doesn't even have 1 million units sold when we could release it on Switch, which has like 30 million units. Mm-hmm. Like, those numbers are a vast difference, stuff like that. So the math is a bit murky. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. It's just sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. All right. Other news, we have Ubisoft stuff. Let's see, Skull and Bones. Remember that pirate game that everybody was comparing?
Yeah, like a decade ago.
Yeah, apparently
we were talking about this a decade ago.
I mean, it was like a spin-off of Black Flag, which was like Xbox. Was it Xbox One?
Yeah.
PS4 release game.
Not even like it was cross-generational. I thought.
Yeah. But I mean, like what? No, 2013, 20.
Maybe it was the first like Assassin's Creed or whatever, the first like game on like the PS4.
We're talking almost a decade ago that game came out, right? And so like a couple of years later, like, oh yeah, let's make a spin-off of this sailing part. So everybody loves the sailing thing.
It really came out during what was Rare's game on the Xbox? Remember we were comparing these two?
Yeah.
So this was like the big comparison how much better this looked. Meanwhile, it still never made it out. Yeah, but I mean, it's got an ESRB rating. It just got rated as M rated, which usually points to the fact that it's finally going to be released. And apparently there's a lot of rumors pointing to a July reveal. The thing I'm reading, though, about this is Ubisoft has not participated in anything.
They have a show coming up.
But then they moved it. They were supposed to do it in June, and they moved it already.
Yeah, they moved it, but they're still doing it.
Yes, I know, and that's what they're saying is going to be revealed there. With a later release of this year. Finally. So, we'll see. Hopefully it looks good with the amount of work they've been having to do with this game. It's been in development hell, but we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Lastly, and bestly, we left the best news for last, is the Nintendo Mini Direct that came out today. Had some great stuff. Tony, I do like, you got my attention about what was going on during our chat when you were posting about the Persona thing.
Yep.
So I just gotta leave with it. Finally, Corey, Persona is coming to the Switch.
I got the Persona 4 for like the Steam sale or whatever, because I'll just get it on Steam. But yeah. I mean, Switch is where it should have been this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, these games are so long and involving that I want to play them on my Switch. Like, I want to be able to take it with me and work on the games wherever I'm at. And so I'm 100% buying this for the Switch. There's no question in my mind.
I mean, it just fits the system so well.
Yep.
It's like, I mean, Golden was like such a huge success for Vita, and like you put that game plus now you're getting 3, which is super underrated in my, like, it's one of the best RPGs also, and you get that game and then you get 5. Is it 5 is coming too?
Royale. Yeah, the full version.
Oh, it's like you're getting that trilogy. That's amazing. Like I'm assuming they're all separate games, not like one game, but like
separate.
But same, like it's like about time. Like what have we been doing? Just like it's like Sony and Spider-Man. Like I just want to make a whole boatload of cash. Here, Marvel, take Spider-Man back. It's like let's give Persona to Nintendo Switch because, like you mentioned, there's 30 million people that have like a Switch that maybe 3% of them are gonna buy this game. That's a lot of units still. So
this game's gonna sell great on the Switch. There's no question.
It's gonna be really good.
All right, so
it's not like they don't need money. Like this company needs money. Sega.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. So let's see. We got another expansion coming from Monster Hunter Rise: Sunbreak. New monsters. The game's been going. How long's that game been out? 2 years now?
Rise?
Yeah.
Something
2
like
years?
that. Year and a
Yeah.
half?
Year and a half? Okay.
Around that.
So new expansion coming for that. Nier Automata coming.
Yep.
Corey, I tagged you in that because if you haven't played, I know you have Xenoblade priority,
Don't-
but clearly that's not
It's not
priority.
even coming out until October anyway, so.
Yeah. So I think you should give this a go. I thought that game was great. I really enjoyed that game quite a bit. I played Nier kind of late after it came out, but definitely pretty awesome that they're going to bring out that the final version of that game. Obviously, which is good. What else we got here? Another RPG. Let's see. What we have? Wait, a puzzle game. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Super Bomberman R2. That's kind of cool.
Konami's making another video game.
Yeah, I mean, it's Bomberman. I mean, it kind of prints its own money. You know, it's like, just do it. I mean, you'll sell it, especially on Switch. I think it'll sell very well. I don't know. I think it'll be really good. That game. Konami needs to make some. Konami just needs to sell their IPs to companies that will make their games. They really do.
They still got Cowabunga Collection coming out later this year.
I know. Yeah, that I want to try like crazy. I can't wait for that. Let's see, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection coming. There were 10.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't know there were 10. I thought there were like 2.
No, there was. So the thing is, because this series started out on the Game Boy Advance, they pulled a Pokemon and started releasing
that's right.
2 different versions, or
That's
like
right.
blue and white, or something like that.
Yeah,
so like
I thought
10 is really like.
So it's 4. There was 4. I was saying I knew there were 2 games, so that was actually 4 because there were 2 different versions of each game. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So there's a deep cut. I've never really played them. It wasn't a Mega Man game.
No.
Like it was like a strategy card battler or something like that. It was for a different generation, stuff like that. But I think it's cool that those fans, because they're grown up now, can relive those games because they're pretty rare and pricey. I mean, every retro thing is nowadays. But having all 10 of those games in one place is a big win for them. So happy for it.
Yeah. Also another remaster, Pac-Man World Repack.
Yeah.
Coming August 26th of this year. Sorry, I was trying to look for the date. So that's coming out. There was a Blanc puzzle game. Return to Monkey Island. A lot of games that porting over. Let's see, I'll skip that one for now. Little Noah, which is that's the fantasy RPG I was talking about before, from Dragalia Lost. That's the same devs. That's why I was like looking forward to that one. I don't know why. I'm hoping that's good. Railgrade, I don't know what that one is. Is it train? Really, trains? Oh, RPG Time. That's one. Legend of the Right.
Yep.
It's definitely a generic name. I'm reading this thing right now. Look good though. Sonic Frontiers showed more content from Sonic Frontiers, which looked definitely way better than what we saw. So, were we seeing an early build? Like, why would you release it then? Just wait for this.
I think the original build, the point was they wanted to be like, look, it's an open world thing. This is the open world. This one obviously was more focused, and they decided to show you bits and pieces of the actual like levels in it. So you have traditional, more smaller levels in the game, which I think we all expected, but it's good to see that they're actually there and they look different than the sort of kind of boring looking open world.
Yeah.
So it's something.
Yeah, they look better.
They showed a part that looked like what's the first one? Emerald Hill, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Is it Emerald? It's
That's the second Sonic 2's first level, but it's the same idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Green Hill. I'm sorry, Green Hill. And then they showed like a loop-de-loop, and I was like, wow, okay, this is what I expect to see from a fucking Sonic game, especially an open world one. Like, why wasn't this one of the first things you showed off? Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know.
definitely look more involved, more fun, and more Sonic-ish than previously. What else? We also had Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
tactical, obviously the tactical game coming out October 20th. October 20th of this year. So we get a Rabbids game, Mario Rabbids game, which the first one was a lot of fun. So looking forward to this quite a bit. Just gave a trailer for it, pretty much. We'll get more on that, I'm sure, later this year. They'll probably do their own direct for that.
It'll be shown at the Ubi show.
Okay. Well, I thought Nintendo would do their own like actual Nintendo Direct, and that would be something they would put with their own stuff. You know, because it's Mario.
Well, they just showed it here too.
Yeah, I know. Well, they give this is a mini Direct, is what this is. You know, it's not like a. You know, this for
Yeah, but assuming Ubi wants to have that first.
Yeah.
The big stuff anyway.
Live Alive, coming from Square.
Yeah.
So that's the 16-bit Famicom Western release coming July 22nd. We've seen this previously from them on I think we knew this was coming, but
at the last Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, so it looks good. That's a game I not played, but I would play that.
Well, yeah, it was never released outside of Japan. That's why it's a big deal that this is being released.
Yeah.
It was never had an official translation outside of Japan. So
yeah, interesting.
So it's that and the combination that they're using the HD 2D that they patented with Octopath Traveler and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the demo on the eShop has 3 of the chapters available, and the save will continue on the actual release.
Oh, good. Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's see, Minecraft Legends. Action strategy game, more story-driven than obviously Minecraft is, coming 2023.
It's so weird to me that they're like, hey, you guys want to play an adventure story game in Minecraft? Buy this other game. It's like,
yeah.
The whole point of Minecraft is you can do anything.
You can make your own story.
You can make this. You can make this. You can make this in the fucking game, dude.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got Dragon Quest Treasures, Portal Companion Collection.
The Portal Collection was a deep cut too. Like that was just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Portal's still super popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think they would make a third one, but they can't count the 3. So.
Nope.
One number too many for them.
Nope.
Harvestella? Farming simulation? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Square Enix's take on Rune Factory, which is like a combination of a farm town simulation plus
RPG.
Like RPG, like RPG and stuff like that. This looks really good though. Like it actually has a budget because like Rune Factory games are kind of jank, like double A jank, which is fine. I think it's part of the charm. But like this looks really pretty, so I'm excited to see how it turns out. Yeah. And we did not know about this before today, so no.
So I think that's it, right? I don't think I missed anything. There was like there's a couple of like minor games as well. There was
the Disney thing.
The Disney. Does that come out in December? I don't know, but like the Sim style game coming out in September. That's what it is.
Yeah, but no, they ended on the big note with Persona. So
Persona. Obviously, we already covered. So interesting direct. A lot of from third party stuff from mostly this year. That's coming this year, which is good. More games to play. So
I understand. It is a little weird though because like it was just third party stuff. Like Nintendo themselves is like apparently they're fine for another month or 2. I don't know. It's kind of weird because like we still need dates for like Bayonetta 3 unless that's gotten delayed, which I would be very upset if that happened.
I'm gonna go with delayed. I'm going delayed.
Apparently, another big holiday game is going to be the Metroid Prime remake.
No.
Why?
I mean, that's easy.
On this.
Throw it out there.
I think that that's going to be like a spring game. I don't know why. I just really think it's going to be more of March. That's my
What?
gut feeling. I don't know. I
You
just because I
need
feel like
something in the holiday, though.
I
Like,
know,
it is
but
easy to
I mean,
throw out
listen,
there.
you can't help the delays from COVID stuff. Like they're behind, and I do
But
feel
this
like
is
that's the big
something that's
problem.
been rumored for like years.
I know, but I'm telling you, like I don't think so. And we'll see. I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
I think it's going to be March.
You think Nintendo isn't going to have a November game besides Pokemon?
No, they will have a November game. I just don't know what that is.
What is
will
it
not
going to
be
be?
Metroid. I don't know,
What is
but
it
it won't be
gonna
Metroid. It won't be
Well,
Metroid.
just take a guess, man. Logically speaking, think it through. What is it going to be?
Mario.
What, like
Mario
Odyssey 2?
Some either the remakes, the Sunshine games, not Sunshine. We have those. Odyssey 2, not Odyssey 2, the 3D adventure stuff, the 3D 2.5D.
Super Mario 3D World?
Yeah, I think we'll get something like that.
Like a sequel to that?
Yeah, like something small, like something they can do put together.
I take that, but
yeah, I do think it's going to be something like that in November. That's a crazy I don't know. I'm just going crazy.
okay.
It's either that one or we'll get like they're due for Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Been due for like 20 years, haven't
Yeah.
they?
I'm fine with them not reusing Donkey Kong, to be
Yeah.
honest. Donkey Kong is C tier for me personally.
But I do think it's going to be the Mario, like the 3D world. I do think we get something like
I mean,
that.
I would take that. I just think if it was a brand new game, we would have heard about it now. Whereas a remake, it's a lot easier for them to be like, hey, by the way, remake coming out.
Yeah. No, I think we'll get something newer from them. New, not remake, in November.
Alright, let's see.
Not that we wouldn't get a remake. We could get a remake still. I do think the Metroid stuff is March, and I think a lot of it has to do with Prime 4 is just so far off on the horizon. Like if you push it into next year, you have a chance of 2024 following up with Prime 4.
Metroid Prime 4 is anymore. Like, I mean, they delayed it like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I do think it'll be like 2024 though, that game.
Yeah, but I mean, if their plan is to do all three, like ports, remasters, or whatever, they have to space them out. You know.
Oh yeah, I always thought that was gonna be collection. It's not gonna be a collection then. I thought it was gonna be collection.
That was originally what it was supposed to be, but then insiders they actually went back and were like redo the first one because now it's being handed back to Retro to do Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
So they were using a new engine or whatever to help build Metroid Prime 4 while also remaking 1 at the same time.
I feel like we'll see that more in March than this year. So I mean, you're right. I mean, it makes sense to release a game. They need to have something for this holiday, but they can always turn out a Pokemon.
But they are releasing Pokemon. I said that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's right. That's October. That's October, right?
October, November, one of the two.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I do think a Mario 3D World is.
All right. I mean, I take that. I love those games.
Yeah. So I feel like with them not having a direct this long, it's kind of like they're holding to try to make sure they have something that's ready to be finished, rather than say, hey, this is coming in the fall, and then it doesn't make it. So whatever they're trying to do, that's my thought.
See, the easy answer that you could have actually thrown back at me, which I was hoping you weren't going to say, was actually Advance Wars, because they delayed that because of,
All not out.
War.
Yeah.
But, that's still ongoing, so who knows?
Well,
I mean, eventually you have to just release that, but
at some point, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I'd love them to release that this fall. Don't get me wrong. I have it pre-ordered. I want to get that game, but
it's supposed to be last fall. So.
Yeah, that's true. So I don't know. What do you guys think, Corey? What do you think could be a big Nintendo game this fall?
I mean, they threw them out there already, so it's not like I don't think we're gonna get a big surprise and be like, oh my gosh, why didn't we hear about this before? It's gonna be something that we've heard about or it's been rumored. So. I mean, Persona coming is big enough for me.
It's great. Yeah, it's great. Mike, you haven't played those.
No.
It's not his style.
No, we got him in with the Yakuza
Like a dragon.
Yeah, it's the same kind of game.
what already
It's a
like
similar
that.
game. Yeah, very similar game.
I don't see
barely
my playing
like
these
a
games.
dragon.
This is even like further down. Like this is like high school drama.
I mean, we joke, but there is a lot of overlap between Yakuza and Persona. Because like,
Sure, there is.
zany side quests, zany characters,
Dancing mini games.
dancing mini games. Like, there's a lot of overlap. There is.
Yeah.
There's more than one might believe.
They're both very Japanese.
Yeah.
Very super Japanese. Anybody over 20 is referred to as an old man. So.
All right. I think that's going to wrap up this episode of the Gamecast. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Once again, we stream on Twitch live Tuesday nights. Join us, please. We'd love to have an audience with it. Ask some questions. We do move these over to YouTube for the following day. They're on Twitch still following for the next 2 weeks, but Twitch does remove them after a little time. But you can always find them on YouTube, so subscribe to that channel. Write us allyoucangeek@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter. Feel free to write us any questions you have. We'd love to answer them. Topics coming up this year. We will have some more topic episodes coming very soon. So look for the. We'll don't pre-announce those, but we will announce them on the episode, obviously. But look for them soon, very soon. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you guys soon. We're out.